Hello, folks. It is Sunday night. Let's see. Is it the 29th? Yeah, because yesterday was my older brother's birthday. Happy birthday to Coogan. Yeah, and many of you know him. Hey, Brian. So here's what I'm doing tonight. You're gonna love this. I don't know what your Brunswick stew recipe is. I don't even remember my mama cooking Brunswick stew growing up. But I got a recipe years ago from my sister-in-law Gwen, and I've kind of adapted it so that it's a little healthier version, because there are a few things that were in that recipe that I didn't use. Okay, so you can always adapt things. So here's what I want to tell you. First of all, I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, health coach and physical therapist, and I'm here tonight to show you my Brunswick stew. And I cooked a pot about twice this big a few days ago, and we've been eating it. And I took the last of it over to my brother Tommy's today, and they enjoyed some before they go back to Italy. You know, he's living over in Italy. And we had a nice long discussion about healthy foods and feeding the world, and a lot of those things. So that was really interesting. But let me tell you what I started with today before I left to go visit, and I did some work at the nursing home today. I put in the Instapot back here for 80 minutes a pork butt, okay? It cost me $9.52, and I wanted to show you that. It looks a little messy, but I wanted to show it to you because here's what you want to do, so you want it to be so that the bone pulls away from the meat. Did you see that? That bone pulled right away from it. So if it's not tender like that, then I tell you what, I don't want it. But this was a beautiful pork butt. I got it at Walmart. And okay, so I obviously got some collagen in that because I had that bone, and I kind of made my own bone broth. But here's what I put in that Instapot. I put a container of this bone broth. Okay, I went ahead and put really about a tablespoon and a half of organic Italian seasoning. I put some real salt, about 2 teaspoons of real salt. I put a good, bunch of shakes of black pepper. I didn't grind my own. I need to get some more. I put about 1/4 of a cup of coconut liquid aminos. That's what I substitute for soy because we don't eat soy. So here you go. Coconut aminos are very delicious. And so that was it. Now here's what you'll see. With my hands, so I could feel the fat, I pulled the fat off. That's what this is. This is the fat. Because nobody wants to bite down on a chunk of fat because there's already a lot of fat in the pork, okay? And then with this trusty little thing, and you need one of these things, I don't even know, a chopper, okay? I just chop that meat, okay? So it takes a little bit of force, but I am pretty strong, and I chopped it up, okay? And so that was the pork, all right? And then the other thing I did is I browned in my cast iron skillet 2 pounds, right here, that's what this is, 2 pounds of organic hamburger beef, the 85-15 variety. I put a cup of cilantro, chopped up cilantro. I put an onion and a half, and I browned all that together in some avocado oil, because that meat is a little lean, and so this was the skillet that I used to brown that. So that's what this is. All right, so I've got my 2 meats. All right, so let me just move this stuff out of the way so you can not get confused here. Okay, so that pork made this broth. All right, I want you to see it. Okay, you see that? And actually, I ended up putting a can of tomatoes in that broth. I don't know why I did that. I normally don't do that. I usually put my tomatoes separately, but I did. And so you see, I poured this in a cylindrical container, a glass container, because I don't want all that grease. And the slimmer and taller your container, the more the fat will come to the top. And you see there's about 2 inches of fat. This is actually the container that I get my milk in from the dairy, from the cow. And so it usually has about that much fat on the top, but which is cream, okay? So, but what I'm going to do, if you'll take your ladle and put it down in here like this. Well, heck, my ladle's too big for this. No, there we go. Well, it actually is. So I'm going to have to get a different size ladle, and that's not going to work. But I'm going to spoon out into this pot about 2 cups of that broth, okay? And then here's what I'm going to add. So watch me now. So I'm going to have to get that broth out later because that ladle doesn't work. Okay, so I'm putting a can of organic diced tomatoes, 2 cans of those actually, in this pot. That's what's in here already, okay? 2 cans of organic tomato sauce, okay? And then another fourth of a cup of liquid aminos, and a fourth a cup of vinegar. Now this time, a couple of my family members said, that is the best stew you've ever made. It wasn't quite as vinegary. And so I kind of agreed. I didn't, it wasn't as tangy, as twangy, or whatever you want to call it. And I think we enjoyed it more. And then I'm going to put a cup of organic ketchup. So I'm just going to squeeze that in here. Yep, here we go. Okay. All right, this is Heinz organic ketchup. And you say, well, why do you get organic ketchup? Well, you know, I like organic because it has less pesticides. I don't want the toxins in my body. So, you know, I'm willing to pay a little bit more to get that advantage, okay? So I'm going to dump this meat over in here. You see, I've got my tomatoes and I've got my meat. Now, my daughter, she used this term, and I don't know that I've ever heard it before. She said, your stew this time was a little bit meat forward. In other words, it had more meat in it. And she's right. It did have a lot more meat in it. And so I'm going to spoon this meat. So really it's a meat dish. But I'm going to add, you see I've got 2 packages of organic vegetables that, you know, I get those at Walmart. I steam those in glass, not in plastic, in the microwave, and I'm going to dump those in, and I'm just going to stir. And there's a lot of meat in here, so I'm probably just going to not put all of this. I'm going to use this later for some kind of keto casserole that I'm going to think up. And so apart from having some more broth, that is ready. And look at that. Okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. And this is optional. If you are on keto and not eating potatoes, you wouldn't put these in. These are organic red potatoes that I boiled in a little bit of the broth. But I am going to add, I'm not going to add very many because honestly, I'm good without it. But if you really like potatoes in your Brunswick stew, then just go ahead and add those potatoes. Yeah, so after I get that juice in there, I'm going to put this over on the stove and just let it simmer for a while. You could put it in your crock pot, you could put it in your Instapot, but I'm just going to let that simmer. And honestly, what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to bag it up in serving sizes for my family. I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm going to take some to my brother in Charlotte, going to visit him, and he's going to really enjoy that because it's so delicious. And you want to taste it again for salt content because it may not be salty enough. It may not have enough pepper in it for you. You may want to put some Tabasco sauce or Pete's hot sauce or whatever it is you like in yours, or some liquid smoke. But I'm going to tell you, this pork meat cooked in that Instapot was so awesome. It was so delicious. Let me go ahead and turn this on so it can start cooking. Okay, I've got something I want to talk to you about. Okay, so I am offering a free class. This is the first time I've done this, and the reason I'm doing it is because there's so many people that are contacting me about wanting to join my challenge. And so instead of me meeting one-on-one with all of these people, I'm going to bring you into a class. Now there are two classes and then a third option, okay? I don't want to confuse you, all right? So there's two classes, one Sunday, the 5th at 2:30. That's local at Parton Park at the Octagon building. I think they call it the Dream House, okay? The second one is going to be Thursday. I think that would be the 9th at 6 o'clock at the Octagon House. They're both free. They're going to be the same class. I'm going to be giving away prizes, okay? So you need to register. You don't have to register, so you can bring a friend. But if you want to get in the drawing for the prizes, you need to register. Now, I don't have the link set up. My technical, I can do cooking and coaching all day long, but my technical skills are challenged when it comes to setting up these opt-ins. So I had a little trouble with it. I can't get it going. But within the next 24 to 48 hours, you will have an option, and I'll give it to you. You go to that link, and you can register for the class. I'm giving away a couple of, what are those called? Instapots. And I'm giving away some air fryer, which is something I have not used. I got one for Christmas. So I'm going to be demonstrating with that, but I need to experiment with it a little bit. In fact, I might just let you see me experimenting so you can see how it goes. Hey, let me see who else here. Hey, Kate and Casey and Angie and Cindy and Karen and Connie and Mary and Bonnie, and I can't see who else. But anyway, so you want to come to the class if you're interested in the next challenge. You have to take the class. Okay, I was going to tell you those two options, and the third option is for you to do it on Facebook Live, because it will be on Facebook Live. I realize there are a lot of you that don't live locally, and so this is going to be a free class. It's going to be about 2 hours, but I'm about to show you behind door number 2, seriously, what I'm going to teach you in this class, okay? But this is just the start of it. You can imagine in 2 hours there's going to be a lot of information. But here's the basic information that I'm going to teach you. Let me pull it a little bit more. Okay, here we go. What is healthy keto and why it works? Okay? Any of y'all that are in my challenges know what healthy keto is, and you know why it works. The second thing is, what is intermittent fasting and why does it work? What is the right way to do it? Many of you are stuck. You're not having success with it, and it's because you really don't understand why it works, okay? There's power in knowledge. So I want to teach you why it works. I know I had gained a few pounds. Bad on me. I was talking to my sister-in-law today. She had a beautiful dinner at her house for Christmas Eve, and I indulged. I really did, and I had done a little bit of that before that, and honestly, on Christmas morning, I had to go back to bed and go to sleep for an hour. I just couldn't stay awake, and I know it's because of the sugar that was in my body, and then even that afternoon, and I never want to take a nap. My little granddaughter said, yes, you do. Well, it's because she had seen me nap twice that day, but I never take a nap, okay? So, I want to teach you about intermittent fasting, how to start it, why you shouldn't start it, when you shouldn't start it, when you should start it, and how to make it most effective really for the rest of your life. It's something you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life. So I've done fasting for the last 2 days, and I've dropped the 3 pounds that I gained, which you don't ever have to weigh in my program. That's never something that's required, but most people want to. Most people can tell it in their clothes when they drop weight. Okay, so what is autophagy? Okay, so this is an interesting concept you're going to see more and more, just like you're seeing intermittent fasting and keto. Autophagy is going to come to the surface, and it's because it's a way to heal diseases. And I'm going to tell you about that, and it's really exciting news. It's not new, but it's new to the world because the pharmacology industry honestly is not interested in healing diseases. They just want to treat your symptoms. And so I want to help you learn how to heal your diseases. Okay. And then the fourth thing I'm going to share is the 5 reasons why you're gaining weight. I think you might know some of those, but I'm going to give you some real tips because you don't know what you don't know. I couldn't understand why I was gaining weight. I was working out hard. I was teaching body pump 3 days a week. But little did I know that what I thought was healthy was packing on the calories because it was full of carbs. And it wasn't packing on the calories. I was counting my calories. it was packing on the carbs, okay? Let me stir this. Yep. Okay, so I'm stirring up my soup back there. Okay, so the other thing is the most important health hacks to lose weight, and it's not exercise. I don't exercise hard. I don't want to exercise hard. I just want to stay strong. I do a few push-ups. I teach a class 2 days a week. And by the way, I'm going to be offering that in my next challenge, actually virtually. So that's something that if you've been in a challenge before, you're going to want to jump back in so you can get access to this. But it's not, exercise is not the reason you're not losing weight, okay? All right, and then number 6 is why my program is different and works for a lifetime. And then there is going to be a bonus if you sign up before the class. Now, you can bring a friend, and we'll make room, but you'll get a bonus if you do the sign up. Now, you're saying, well, where can I sign up? You can't yet. It's not ready yet, but stay with me this week. I'm going to be posting it, but here's how you're for sure going to get the link. Give me your email, because I'm going to send this out to my email. And why do I want your email? Because I want to communicate with you. I want to connect with you. Everyone communicates, but few connect. And I want to connect with you. I think anybody, okay, so I got a lot of people here tonight. If you get my email and you appreciate it and it means a lot to you, then let me see some loves. Let me see you hit the love button if you get my email and you appreciate the emails. It's more than just health information. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it is. And many, many times it's inspired, okay? I will literally be driving down the road and I will have a thought and I will say, that's an email. Or even yesterday, I forgot what happened, and it was email content. So I want to get your email. You can unsubscribe at any minute. If you want this Brunswick stew recipe, I'm going to send it out in the email this week. So I need to get your email. So message me your email. You can come off anytime, but you'll get my health tips. You'll get my email, which is about twice a week. Now, right now, I'm going to warn you. I am promoting my 2020 90-day challenge, and so I will be putting in the email those offers. Okay, so that's just really going to be for the next couple of weeks. Don't let that scare you off. There's still going to be content in those emails that I think you'll enjoy. The reason I exist is to add value to you, to people that cross my path, whether it's Facebook, at work, my patients, whoever it is. That is why I exist. And I want you to know your purpose for 2020. And I think if you're not healthy, your first purpose should be to get healthy, because if you don't have your health, you really don't have anything. Trust me, I know. I see it every day. Even today, I went and worked at the nursing home, and I saw 2 people that have lost so much of their health. And I say that about 90% of the people that I see as a physical therapist are people that have disease, whether it's knee replacement, fractured shoulder, stroke, heart attack, diabetes, amputation, because of nutrition. Food is medicine, okay? And so it's either medicine or it's a toxin. So I want to teach you what healthy food is, and I hope you'll make this Brunswick stew for January 1st. It's a great meal. That, I figured up, it probably cost me $30 to make that. And look how much is in here. Okay, I just got to show it to you again. Look how much is in there. That is probably 30 servings, okay? And I'm counting on it being that. So $1 a serving, you can't beat that. It's vegetables and meat. Now, if I were making it for just me and James, I would put frozen spinach in it. You'd never know. But it does change the way it looks. So I probably won't do that for this, because I'm going to be taking it to some folks, but and sharing it with some folks. But you would never know it. If you're trying to get your leafy greens in, which I encourage you to do, just go ahead and add it, okay? So thank you for joining me. Give me your email. Message me your email so that I can add you to my list. I'm about to go sit down and add about 3 or 4 people that have messaged me already. But to find out about the free class, and remember, there are 2 options: Sunday afternoon, the 5th, Thursday evening at 6, and then online. You can watch it on Facebook Live. So, but you'll have to get invited to the private Facebook group, which I'll tell you what that is as soon as we get it all ready. But you don't want to miss this class. You're going to get so much information, and you know, I give away so much free stuff. What I sell is coaching, okay? So if you think that having a daily coach and daily accountability and a community of people is what you need to be successful, then I want to help you. I really do. And most people say that, well, honestly, all my clients that are successful say it's the best money they've ever spent. It's the best decision, one of the best decisions they've ever made. Yep, I see some of y'all liking that. And so message me. Let's chat about it. I've got a link that I can send you that gives you more information about what the challenge is all about. I want you to go in educated, okay? I don't want you to wonder, oh my gosh, will this work for me? And remember, I have a 100% money back guarantee. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't get results, then I'll give you your money back. So I hope you'll join me for the free class and get in on the drawings and stay connected. Give me your email so I can send you the link to how to sign up for the free class. Okay? All right. So we'll talk soon. Have a great night and Happy New Year. I may be on here tomorrow night. I'm thinking I am. I think I have a dessert that I want to show you. But and by then I hope to have the link. It's going to be in the newspaper. It's going to be on the radio, and it's also going to be on my Facebook page, so you'll be able to see it there. But if you want this recipe for this stew, I got to get your email, and it's going to be in the email this week. So don't delay in sending me your email. Have a great night.